Hi, this is Roslyn, and we are here at a lookout place that in the old country people used to jump to their death or run to the other side, and it's the site where you're going to hear an interview with Roslyn Kahn and the famous 10-year-old Kyra Prasibre. And best of all, Kyra turns around and interviews Roslyn Kahn. Thank you. Here we are outside of Big Island Candies, and it is a Hawaiian-made place. They have factories that makes all sorts of chocolates. You'll see all sorts of pictures and things that we had. They had all sorts of shortbreads with chocolate coverings, mocha, coconut, and everything in between. There was even some green teas. Look at the exciting pictures and the beautiful boxes they have. Thank you so much. This is Roslyn Kahn with Chow Entertainment live in Kona, Hawaii with the Manta Man. Yes?
Manta Man.
Manta Man. I always mess up names. It's part of it. So tell me, how long have you been doing this for? Look at this beautiful sunset.
Yeah, I know.
It's just gorgeous.
Sun. Oh my gosh, the fog is great. No, I've been diving with manta rays since 1985. I did my very first manta ray night dive in 1985, and then I realized I love manta rays, and I stopped everything. I moved here in 91. I've done over 14,000 scuba dives with manta rays. One thing that we have found is that each manta ray has a unique set of spots on their abdomen, so we can identify each one of them. There's over 330 that we've identified now in the last 30 years. In 2002, we created the Manta Pacific Research Foundation, a 501c3 dedicated to research, education, and conservation concerning manta rays. And since then, we got manta rays protected in the state of Hawaii. In 2009, we had a law passed called Act 09209, making it illegal to kill or capture manta rays in Hawaii. So they're protected now.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, there was a story about a dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the dolphin story.
Well, yeah. So we're on a manta ray night dive, and like 50 or 60 scuba divers were watching the manta rays, and all of a sudden a dolphin comes up and swims around. And I didn't see it at first. I heard it, and it hit me with a really loud, succinct sonar squeal. Right, and I could hear it, and feel it. I mean, that's how that sonar thing goes. But then I turned around, there was this dolphin, and it had fishing line coming out of its mouth, wrapped around its pectoral fin, and I was able to cut the fishing line off of it, take it off, it went up, got air, it came back down. Yeah, and some other lady shot video of it, and she's made a lot of money off of it. I haven't made anything off it. But, being a hero, it sometimes means you don't get paid. But anyway, it's really cool because that particular dolphin has a white mark behind his left eye. Right, and it's gonna sound racist, but I always thought that dolphins all look alike. Now I don't. This dolphin had a little white mark, and I looked back through previous videos, and I'd seen seen this dolphin before. And after I rescued it and cut the fishing line off of it, it was wrapped around its pectoral fin. It was gonna lose its fin. I've seen that dolphin since, and it was really cool to have this sort of mutual knowledge of each other, that we have, me and the dolphin. And I've done that I've cut fishing lines and pulled hooks out of dozens of manta rays, so it's not anything new. but it was new to do it with the dolphin.
Wow. Sounds like a good story. Well, they say it's not just the things you do, but it brings people to your dive shop. It brings people to your dive shop, and they come here and they say, "Ah, you're the man. I want to go with you."
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the videos on YouTube don't say me necessarily, depending on which one you watch. They don't say our dive shop. I think the big message is doing everything we can to help the marine ecosystem, to help the wildlife, to help the animals, the creatures, to do everything we can. We live out on the island of Hawaii, right? And so, like, COVID really brought this to us, right? We're on the island of Hawaii. We only have 124 hospital beds on the island, right? We live on the island of Earth. We all live on the island of Earth. We got to do everything we can right now, everything we can to preserve our ecosystem. This is our habitat. There is nowhere else that we're going. We got to take care of the island of Earth. And, doing it with a dolphin, do it with manta ray, picking up trash in the ocean, getting rid of trash on the beach, doing the right thing. That's where it all begins and ends. Take care of our island Earth.
Fantastic. And how can people get a hold of you, follow you, give money to your foundation? What do they need to do?
Visit www.mantapacific.org. Right, and we've been 501c3 since 2002. So we're celebrating 21 years now of nonprofit work. And we got manta rays protected in 2009. We've been working with the state trying to get better levels of safety for the marine tourism industry. And it's a battle, but it's a battle that we happily take on. It's what we do. And the thing is, as you know, Roz, right? You get in the water, you see these manta rays, it's like, boom! It's like, wow! These manta rays are incredible. Oh my gosh! And every time I get in the water, like I said, I've done over 14,000 scuba dives. Every single time I get in the water with those manta rays, I am blown away by it. Just like I was that very first time back in 1985, and last night, I'm still blown away by it. And I'm just thrilled to do it, and I'm thrilled to share it with all these people that come out here with us. Manta rays have the largest brain of any fish. It's about the size of a human fist. It's endothermic. It's warmer than the rest of their body. They have really high brain function. One of our board members, Dr. Chilla Ari, from the University of South Florida, she's done some experiments with manta rays where you put the mirror in the water and then they're like looking at themselves in the mirror. We want to find out if manta rays are recognizing themselves in the mirror or just another manta ray in the mirror. There's a lot of DNA, a lot of research, a lot of stuff we need to continue to pursue. One of the things we found is that the manta rays in the Maui and the manta rays in the Big Island, based on the mitochondrial and the nuclear DNA, the mantas in Big Island and Maui, even though it's only 25 miles apart, the males cross between the islands every 50 to 150 years, and the females every 500 to 1,500 years. We've got DNA from about 60. We want to get about 100 manta rays, and then we can build a family tree and find out who's related to who. Because like these manta rays, like you saw, right? Like Big Bertha, I've known her since 1991. Wow. I saw her the other night, right? Oh. I've known this manta ray longer than I've known my children, right? Oh. It's amazing, right? So it's really cool to be in this spot on Earth and be able to see these animals and share the magic with the people, and hopefully we can really make a difference and we can get people to all jump in and take care of our planet, our island Earth, because there's no one else.
about to see some exciting, amazing things at the Miss Universe Cambodia 2022. Boy, this is an exciting event, and I hope you enjoy the pictures and the videos that you see today. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Amazing time in the United States of the meeting.
I'm with a television station called Chow Entertainment. We're a Filipino station, and I'm so honored and privileged to be with you here today. Tell us your name.
Hello everyone, my name is Elena, Miss Universe Cambodia 2019.
Fantastic. What did you like the most about having this title?
Miss Universe platform, Miss Universe title is such a platform that not only to show the beauty, but you will be a woman that can raise your voice to the people, to the society, that you can use your advocacy to develop your society and be a part of your country and the world.
Fantastic. And what was the particular message that you wanted to share with the world? Your message that you joined the pageant to share with the world?
So my advocacy is women empowerment and education enhancement program. So I want women to know their worth and they can have the power to lead the world, also use to have the education as well.
Fantastic. I'm an educator as well, and I really appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you. My name is Rosalind Khan. She runs every Tuesday on KXLA, Chow Entertainment. Pleasure and honor to be with you here tonight. Can you tell us your name, sweetheart?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Kathy. Yes, nice to meet you all.
And so where are you from?
I'm from Cambodia.
Fantastic. And you won one of these lovely titles?
Yeah, I joined this event because we will invited our Miss Universe Cambodia from the Cambodia to be here in Long Beach, California.
Have been so meaningful to me because like Maureen here, I've known him since in Cambodia, but now I'm meeting him here again. And so meeting all and everyone here, hearing your story is such a meaningful aspect in my life because I believe that you're all hardworking. You've done so much to be where you are today, and it is truly an inspiration for us actually. We also did a lot to actually have our title to be where we are today, but having that experience from you is really meaningful to us. So I really want to thank you for that, and thank you for inspiring us and raising our flag in your own way. Thank you so much.
All right.
Today is my distinct honor and pleasure to have with us a fine gentleman. His name is Elon, and he is master of keeping everyone calm, cool, and collect, and on top of the world. Elon, say hello to our audience here.
Hello, audience. Lovely to be here. Hi, Rosalind. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yes, and so I know when we began talking, you told me you were into the meditation and the bells and so forth, but I always like to begin the question with, how did it all begin? Where did you get started?
Well, I remembered about 12 years ago. I started when I was a little kid, when I would have conversations with different entities, and I would hear voices, and I would see things, and I would just communicate. And that shut down because of the family and the way that I grew up. But then about 12 years ago, when I started my conscious journey, things start coming back, and they came back very fast. And as I was going through these past 10, 12 years, things became more refined, and understanding the gifts, understanding where I am and where I come from, and accepting everything and integrating everything, and understanding that everything physical has a spiritual reason and cause. And that brought me, because of my background, I started with music, then I went into sound, and today I'm helping people understand and map their spiritual journey so they can manifest their physical one. And I use it through sound and vibrations and the power of our voice and power of intention and music and art and so forth.
Great.
So, yeah.
Wow. Now, what were you doing? I know you made a transformation because you were doing some other stuff. What were you doing before? And suddenly there must have been a message that came from somewhere that said something wasn't quite right.
Well, I was, for many years while I came from a music background, I found myself infatuated with computers and Apple specifically. That was my first thing. When I studied music in Israel, the first computer that we worked with was Apple. So naturally, I gravitated towards that, and I was fascinated by the junction that I was standing in between technology and creativity and humanity and the analog. So digital versus analog, and I don't know if it is something was wrong. It was just something else. I don't believe that things are wrong or things happen wrongly or accidentally. I don't believe anything is an accident. The balls behind me are only part of what I have. The rest are here on the floor. Okay. That's where I do the sessions. Also, you are here with me in my studio where I do the sound sessions remotely or face to face. How did it come to this? Well, coming from music always is in my blood. In different capacities, different times are more intense than the others. When I started working about 12 years ago with a shaman and apprenticing with a shaman, going to plant medicine and expanding, or doing the work of expanding awareness and consciousness to include everything, it just came natural. It happened, quote unquote, that I met my sound teacher from India, and when I saw the Tibetan bowls and I had a session with the Tibetan bowls, it's just as if it was complete, as if it was part of why I'm doing what I'm doing or why I started music to begin with. And so, aside from just playing for myself and playing in groups or playing out or performing, was really, I understood the connection of healing. Because when I started my conscious journey, I started understanding the importance of the serving and the healing and the working for others and doing things for others, because when we're giving, then we feel also there is something complete within us when we give and when we're giving to others. So that together with the sound, it just set right. And then from there, it's history. I've been doing sound therapy, working with Tibetan bowls, music, singing, vocal work for about 10 years. So yes, so once I met my teacher from India, and I had my first sound therapy session about 11 years ago, I just fell in love, and I understood that this is part of what I'm here to do. This is also part of why I came into music and what are my gifts and the voice, and things start coming together. Music, combining it with the Tibetan bowls, as far as singing mantras or creating mantras, and then understanding the gift of my voice. I didn't understand the gift of my voice until the last decade, and I'm 4 years old with 50 years of experience.
And welcome to the Oakland Aviation Museum. This is a special museum for aircraft, historic GA, general aviation, and World War II airplanes here at the Oakland Airport. As you can see, it's now open 7 days a week for the summer. And I wanted to show you around. This is an indoor and outdoor museum. This is the outdoor area. Over there we have a flying boat. There's not too many of those left. Here you can see the Douglas KA-3B Sky Warrior. Really cool. Lots of red and blue. You can read up on it. Some start or had their first flight in this plane. now we use more Cessnas. Come over here. And this is just a great place to come and visit, to bring your family. As you can see, the ground is like a little runway. Got the Kitty Hawk corporate. And of course, that's the Wright Brothers. That's the Wright Brothers. And this is the gift shop where you can get all of your favorite aviation goods. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.
Okay, so you hit upon something that raised my curiosity. You said the founding of your voice. Tell us how that discovery was made.
Well, I always loved singing, but that really wasn't. I all the time tried to be something that I'm not, or somebody that I am not. And once I start working with sound, I start making the connection between sounds that I would emit throughout my life and realizing that I was trying to be something else. I realized that I'm getting closer to who I am and how my voice can be used. Now, it is not something that I can maybe create a word for it or describe it. It is a feeling. Working with my voice, slowly I realized that my voice is a tool to manifest through my intention. My voice is a tool to manifest through the intention. I didn't know that I was manifesting things, but then I start putting things together and coming with my own way of creating manifestation and creating this connection to our voice and to our soul note. The soul note is this one line, if let's illustrate it, a line that goes from our top all the way to the bottom, that when we are in that note, everything aligns. And I work with people on how to get there and how to do that and so forth.
Now, are most of the people that you're working with, are they musically inclined, or they're just...
No, not necessarily. So here's the thing. We all have a voice. We all have a frequency. Every part of our body has a frequency. Every part of our vocal expression is a frequency. Trauma has a frequency. Trauma is affected and reflected in our voice. So one of the things that I do with people, again, they're not musicians, hardly actually musicians. One of the things that I do is vocal profiling. And that's part of bioacoustic engineering. Vocal profiling is taking a sample of your voice and analyzing your voice, and within that sample of your voice, you can say exactly: are you connected to yourself? Do you believe what you're saying? Does your partner, if we're analyzing a partner, is a partner telling the truth? Are you telling the truth? Meaning, are you connected to what you're saying? What traumas affected what part in your life? What enzymes and minerals are missing to complement, together with what frequencies are missing to complement the harmony, to reharmonize yourself? See? So musicians, there are musicians, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. It is nothing to do, you don't have to be a musician to be healed by sound. We are made of frequency. We are made of energy. You know, it goes back to the days of Mount Sinai, when the Israelites received the Torah on Mount Sinai. It says, and they saw the voices, right? They saw the voices. They could see frequencies. When I work with plant medicine or different kind of, or even sound, one can come to a certain state where you can see frequencies of the air, where you can see frequencies of water or anything that is around you, and you don't have to have your eyes open for that. But also, if you have your eyes open, you can see things that are different than your natural state, than your, I wouldn't say natural state, than your awakened state. The whole point of my work is to be serving others, and what ways I can find to deliver and to bring messages to others. And so finding a new podcast network to bring the information and to bring the sessions, making it available for people all around the world, to bring the information and to bring the tools, the access to the tools to everybody. It is you know, all these years, all these centuries, the problem wasn't that everything didn't exist. Sound existed from the beginning of time, energy from the beginning of time, plant medicine from the beginning of time. It is the access that we didn't have. So it is about giving the access and different tools. I have also a tea line called High Tea. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's called High Teas from plants and herbs that I sift and I put together. It's for a higher state of consciousness, and I have 3 lines, and one is coming up. One is Open Heart. It's a heart opener. Body presence, crown chakra activation. The other one is Love Sanity. Open Heart activates also your second chakra, the sacral chakra. This is your creativity, your sexuality, the juice in you, the life force in you. And then I have Breathe Easy, which works also on your respiratory system. The next one is an Open Heart as well, but it is a skin glow. So there is a plant for everything. There is medicinal qualities in every plant that we have here on this planet. And so we got a harmonious earth bowl, if you will, and we have everything here. This is the complete harmony. Humans are the cacophony for the most part. We are creating the problems.
Beautiful. So where can people follow you on social media? Where can they get a hold of your podcast? Where can they get a hold of those teas? How does that all happen?
So my website is bodysoulsound.com, and you can find all the information there. Social media is also on Facebook is Body Soul Sound, on Instagram is Body Soul Sound. I have my own private ones as well. You can connect there, but everything is listed in the Body Soul Sound.
Nurse Access Staffing is seeking experienced RN and LVNs. For more information, call us at 818-697-4484 or check us out on our website, nurseaccessstaffing.com.